The Armed Forces of the Philippines, or AFP, said that there are several factors to consider in deploying their assets in support to the repatriation of Filipinos in the Middle East. Meanwhile, the military's operations in the West Philippine Sea remain unaffected despite a looming oil crisis due to the continuing tensions. Patrick De Jesus reports.
Amid the continuing tension in the Middle East due to the war of the US and Israel against Iran, where there is still no certainty on when it will end, the Armed Forces of the Philippines assured its readiness to help in the repatriation or return of Filipinos back to the Philippines. Among the possible assets to be used are the transport aircraft of the Philippine Air Force and sea lift vessels of the Philippine Navy.
We are maintaining a high level of preparedness. Siyempre, in-expect na rin po natin yan, although we await the official guidance coming from DMW and also the FA and DND.
During the COVID and during the issue in 2020, we sent ships indeed to India and to Oman. So with this, we are capable. Your Navy is very capable.
But according to the technical explanation of the AFP, unlike the situation during the COVID-19 pandemic, several factors must now be considered in deploying their assets, especially with airspace still closed across large parts of the Middle East due to the continuing missile and drone strikes. The PAF added that a comprehensive plan is important to ensure safety.
We have to consider several things po, like yung prepositioning natin, ground control, coordination on the ground, and this is miles away. Medyo malayo po ito, no? So, yung also the issues about diplomatic clearances, conflict wartime po tayo, unlike po nung COVID, ma'am, na, you know, we just, it's more of a health risk. Now, we are considering, syempre po yung conflict, yung safety po ng, hindi lang po ng movement, but lahat po, even the aircraft, even lahat po ng, nandun po sa airspace.
Earlier, Malacanang also pushed back against the criticism of Vice President Sara Duterte on the government's repatriation efforts after she said sending an aircraft was supposedly easy, sharing that a friend of hers was able to return from Dubai, and also recalling her experience in bringing home stranded individuals in Davao City during the pandemic. Meanwhile, despite the increase in petroleum product prices and the looming oil crisis due to tensions in the Middle East, the AFP assured its operations to defend Philippine sovereignty remain unaffected, including patrols in the West Philippine Sea. This also amid the continued illegal presence of Chinese vessels, which, based on the latest monitoring of the Philippine Navy, list 30 ships from the PLA Navy and the China Coast Guard.
For the AFP, all operational matters will continue. We could not afford to have a letdown in performing our mandate.
The AFP is also studying a flexible working arrangement, particularly for its civilian employees, in compliance with the directive of President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. on conserving energy consumption.
In the meantime, our AFP units and offices po are already being reminded to strictly observe existing energy observation measures. Pwede po tayong mag-adjust ng schedule ng opisina, pero ang pagbabantay po sa bayan, hindi po pwedeng mag-day off.
In relation to this, the Philippine Army demonstrated the repelling of an enemy assault in a littoral defense live fire exercise as part of CATEX Katihan in Burgos, Pangasinan. Aside from armor and artillery assets, including the remote control weapon systems, combat drones were also deployed. The exercise supports external security operations under the Army's land defense concept. Patrick De Jesus from the National TV Network for a New and Better Philippines.